Hi, today I'm going to explain about the social learning theory. What did the social learning theory state? The social learning theory emphasizes the importance of observing and modeling the behaviors, attitudes, and emotional reaction of others. Thus, it focuses on learning by observation and modeling. The theory originally evolved from behaviorism but now includes many of the ideas that cognitivists also hold. As a result, it is sometimes called as social cognitive learning. It considers that people learn from one another, including such concepts as observational learning, imitation, and modeling. First and foremost, people should know that people can learn through observation. In Bandura's famous Bobo doll experiment, he demonstrated that children learn and imitate behaviors they have observed in other people. The children in Bandura's studies observed an adult acting violently toward a Bobo doll. When the children were later allowed to play in a room with the Bobo doll, they began to imitate the aggressive actions they had previously observed. Bandura identified three basic models of observational learning. 1. A live model, which involves an actual individual demonstrating or acting out a behavior. 2. A verbal instructional model, which involves descriptions and explanations of behavior. 3. A symbolic model, which involves real and fictional characters displaying behaviors in books, films, television programs, or online media. Second, mental states are very important to learning. First thing first, intrinsic reinforcement. Bandura noted that external environmental reinforcement was not the only factor to influence learning and behavior. He described intrinsic reinforcement as a form of internal reward, such as pride, satisfaction, and a sense of accomplishment. This emphasis on internal thoughts and cognitions help connect learning theories to cognitive development theories. While many textbooks place social learning theory with behavioral theories, Bandura himself describes his approach as a social cognitive theory. The third one, learning does not necessarily lead to a change in behavior. Why he said so? While behaviorists believe that learning led to a permanent change in behavior, observational learning demonstrates that people can learn new information without demonstrating new behaviors. Under this, you have the modeling process, which is not all observed behaviors are effectively learned. Factors involving both the model and the learner can play a role in whether social learning is successful. Certain requirements and steps must also be followed. The following steps are involved in the observational learning and modeling process. First one, attention. In order to learn, you need to be paying attention. Anything that detracts your attention is going to have a negative effect on your observational learning. If the model interesting or there's a novel aspect to the situation, you are far more likely to dedicate your full attention to learning. Second one, retention. The ability to store information is also an important part of the learning process. Retention can be affected by a number of factors, but the ability to pull up information later and act on it is vital to observational learning. Third one, reproduction. Once you have paid attention to the model and retained the information, it is time to actually perform the behavior you observe. Further practice of learned behavior leads to improvement and skill advancement. Lastly, motivation. Finally, in order for observational learning to be successful, you have to be motivated to imitate the behavior has been modeled. Reinforcement and punishment play an important role in motivation. While experiencing these motivators can be highly effective, so can observing other experience some type of reinforcement or punishment. For an example, if you see another student rewarded with extra credit for being class on time, you might start to show up a few minutes early each day. What are my final thoughts on this theory is that In addition to influencing other psychologies, Bandura's social learning theory has had important implication to the field of education. Today, both teachers and parents recognize the importance of modeling appropriate behaviors. Other classroom strategies such as encouraging children and building self-efficacy are also rooted in social learning theory. Thank you.